Hello, everyone. We welcome the passionate and enthusiastic and dashing duo, uh, Mr. Arun Lal and Mr. Deepak Ghadge. We will be talking to them. We will be knowing their journey. We will be understanding about their book, and we will be sharing uh, our perspective. They will be sharing their perspective, and it is going to be a fun session today. These two gentlemen are from the corporate world, lot of experience. Today we will be talking to them as part of our butterfly interview series, where we talk to our authors, we understand about their book journey, the thought process, their we try to understand from them the tips and techniques, and we try to motivate upcoming authors, the budding authors. So let's welcome Arun Lal ji. Arun Lal ji, thank you very much for joining us. Deepak Ghadge ji, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Uh, I'll briefly introduce both of them. They are very senior in this field. So obviously we need to know about their achievements and their profile. Obviously their profile is big enough, but I'll be giving a brief introduction to all of you. And let's know about Arun Lal ji first. Arun Lalji has diversified experience in managing projects, leading teams, trainings, coaching, consulting, and mentoring. His professional experience ranges across IT, manufacturing, utilities, retail, and telecoms. So he has been working with giant companies. He has trained more than 15,000 participants so far. He is a certified project management professional himself, and he is a draft reviewer of PMBOK and winner of International Project Management Poetry Contest. He is a passionate entrepreneur, and he passionately works to inspire students and professionals and kindle the fire of entrepreneurship in them. He encourages his team members and students to become entrepreneur and give jobs, create jobs for the society. So welcome Arun Lalji. Let's talk about Deepak Ghadge sir. Deepak Ghadge sir has worked in top MNCs in insurance, banking, financial services in senior and strategic positions. He has managed large programs, built applications in finance and healthcare. He has done his executive program in business management from IIM Calcutta. He is a fellow in life insurance USA. He is a part-time blogger. He is exploring the world of podcast, YouTube content creation. He is a continuous learner. He is passionate to coach, inspire students in management, professional and technical fields to become better entrepreneurs. As he himself is a very strong entrepreneur, he is the best person to guide everyone how to run their business, how to start their business. So Deepak ji, thank you very much for uh, giving us time today. Thank you. Welcome. So my very first question, rather question is what very first request. Please tell us about your book, what this book is all about.
Deepak, you may start with that.
This book is a personal journey I and Arun went through. It accidentally it just struck us when we were to a leadership program of Think and Grow Rich, and and then I told Arun that if we have to, we were observing a speaker on stage on 15th of August, which is an Independence Day. So we went to attend a workshop rather than relaxing at home. Then someone was speaking on the stage and they said, I have written a book and I've interviewed entrepreneurs. And from them, then I said, if they can do, why not Ranjit, we should also do it. Then probably Arun thought I'm just saying for the time, just saying for the thing. And then September onwards, we got serious. Then we started listing down the entrepreneurs whom we should interview. And then we started looking at names. And we got a first request accepted. And that is where our journey started. Moreover, the book is because the reason why we wrote, because both of us are not from the business family. And entrepreneurship is not taught at school or any management school or at home. So when
True.
it is there, it has to be learned from experience of others. So the best way to learn from experience from others is to interview others, understand their journey, reproduce that journey, and then bring it to the world, sharing this is the journey of these 12 brilliant entrepreneurs across 9 sectors. And this is the story how it originated. The title is very, very catchy. We kept it the Hindi title purposefully because it is the title which says Rule Roop Dhakka. And the subtitle is another interesting story. It came through one of our stories only. So Dhool is basically your process of understanding every aspect of business. So any enterprise has your critical 7 to 9 functions like operations, HR, IT, finance, compliance, then you have strategy, then you have marketing and sales. So if you put all those key functions together, as an entrepreneur, you need to understand every aspect, and you should understand the KPIs, how to measure your business performance. If you don't understand the internal matrices, then how will you measure yourself as a performing organization? So that is your Dhool process. Now, Dhoop is as an entrepreneur, as a startup, especially for startups, you have to go outside the market and understand the entire ecosystem. You need to
Correct.
understand the entire distribution, your lenders, bankers, competition, customers, anybody which is connected to the ecosystem. It is something like the Unilever example where they send all their new joinees on the field to understand the market competition. So that is when the products of Unilever go to that scale because they understand the distributors and the market, go to the rural areas as well.
Right.
Where you need to understand. Akka it is a cycle. So you will always be going up and down or it will be flat.
Correct.
Whenever you are going up, you will be high on high, going down. This is where you need to innovate and you need to re-strategize, pivot yourself, come back strongly. Competition might reduce your prices. It might have run out of working capital. COVID is a great example for people who are running entrepreneurship, right?
Right.
Too long, unfortunately, but it is also giving a lot of ideas for people to think through and re-strategize and to stand the test of times. And people who survive this process, I think they are the companies which will scale and survive. This is the whole process of Dhulu Dhaka. Any entrepreneur in the world, whether it is Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, or Richard Branson, or Anil Ambani, or Mukesh Ambani's, Adani's, or Tata's, Birlas of this country, or anywhere you take Jack Ma also, everybody has gone through this process. This is an
Right.
underlying process, and because of this process, they have designed their own entrepreneurial success.
They are what they are because of this struggle only.
And that is why the subtitle is called Entrepreneurship by Design, because you are designing your own success. And there is no set formula A plus B plus C is equal to D to become an entrepreneur. You have
Every
to,
time someone tries something different, he will get different results.
yes, it is a function of your work. Fx equal to what is the output you do.
Wow.
That X is the backup process. X can be anything. It depends on the process, how you read the process, what are the inputs. The right inputs will give the right outputs. If you just mathematically have to put it, it's a function. Entrepreneurial success is the function of your backup process.
Cool. Fantastic. Arunji, my next question to you. You are in this corporate field handling various functions for very long time. Deepak ji is in corporate field for very long time. You have seen the corporate world inside out. You both could have written on any subject. but still you decided to write about entrepreneurship, and that too with the stories of 12 market leaders. What was the thought process behind this? Like, why this subject and why this concept?
Okay, Deepak has just now given a brief overview about the book. In fact, it was his idea to start writing, then it became a collective idea and a collective effort. See, we have seen the corporate world, and we have also tried our hands at entrepreneurship. But as already mentioned, like we didn't have the background, we needed to learn entrepreneurship. So there are several ways of learning. You learn through a book, you go through a training program, or you sit in the company of those who have already gone through the process.
Correct.
So we said that let us try to find out people who have started their entrepreneurship journey and they have been successful. So that was our idea about learning entrepreneurship. And then we said, why not put everything together and write it in the form of a book so that other people are also benefited? See, what happens is whenever someone looks at an entrepreneur, he gets inspired and he gets euphoric looking at the glamour of the success.
True.
Oh, this person has got so much.
True.
But what is behind that success? What that needs to be captured. So that is it. So our intention is to show that yes, entrepreneurs are there, they are successful. This is their journey. Look at their success, be inspired, at the same time understand the journey so that you can also follow their path and become successful in entrepreneurship.
Also understand the struggle, also understand their struggle, so that you can also understand that this is not going to be an easy ride.
Yes, that's right. And again, this Dhul Dhoop Dhakka, Deepak has already said, Dhul is getting involved. Dhoop is the hard work. Dhakka is the struggle and the perseverance, grit, etc. This is there everywhere. People might look at an entrepreneur and say, oh, he's a lucky person, so successful.
Right.
But it is beyond that luck. By design, entrepreneurship by design, what it means is that you cannot just sit idle. You cannot delegate it to others.
Right.
You have to design the outcome. And if you are clear about what you want to achieve, you will find the way how to achieve that. So
your success is your responsibility.
Yes, certainly. So this book, Dhul Dhoop Dhakka, this book is actually targeted to people who are looking at entrepreneurship for the first time. So people who don't know about entrepreneurship, this book is for them. People who have started their journey, but then they are wanting some guidance, this book is for them. And people who are entrepreneurs, they are running smoothly but might need a word of inspiration or some guidance or something, it is for them. So in short, this book is about for everyone. Everyone can benefit from this book.
I have read a few of the stories. I was lucky enough to go through these stories, and believe me, all those stories are so inspirational, so motivational, that you start feeling like you are looking at your role model. If I can behave like him, if I can think like him, if I can plan like him, then obviously no one can stop me from being successful. That is the message what these stories give me. Great. So my next question is, when you started writing this book, or rather when you announced that you have started writing a book, then what was the reaction of your friends? What was the reaction of your family? How did they react?
This is really very interesting. In fact, when I shared this with in my circle, the same thing happened. What happens for entrepreneurship? In fact, writing book is by itself entrepreneurship. So people started looking at the end result. Oh, you will become an author. Great. You will sell the book. People will refer to that. See, they all started looking at those good things, the good outcomes. And there were some distractors also, but
Right.
leave that. But the important thing is, even people do not realize the journey that you have to go through. So we spend a lot of time interviewing people, seeking appointments, spend time
Right.
to seek appointments, then wait for them. In fact, very early in the morning, 5 o'clock also we had set up interviews, or
Oh,
even late at night. So that was there. And in fact, in our book, we have written those experiences, our personal experiences.
mhm.
So one thing is, people were excited about the outcome, but they didn't know the journey to be taken.
Right.
And after some time, they started asking, what is your progress? How much you have done? When is it going to be published? Etc. So we had to maintain our own
Speed and pace.
yes, and also be confident within ourselves, so that we could go through the journey.
Exactly.
So other people are just looking at the success. Very few people you will find they are giving the support.
Right.
And
Exactly.
Deepak, you also mentioned your experience. It's
For me, the family support was always there. My family, thanks to my wife and my parents, all of them supported. Especially, I've been very crazy in the last couple of years trying entrepreneurship and learning and trying many things, doing a lot of things on my platter. And that's the kind of support which you need from the family. And like me and Arun almost spent 16 to 18 months to the completion of this journey. So put together, two people put together 32 months, and some people putting in the journey, editing, reading, giving feedback. So if we put all those things, I think we've taken almost 36 months of this writing and compiling.
Wow.
That itself was a startup kind of a thing. I think we started right from. It looked like it is a typical entrepreneurship journey.
Uh-huh.
Everything writing from your, like you name your company, you have to name title, then you have to find out the registration process, the design, the content, and how to do everything. Things started evolving. So you see, we did not understand the world of publishing, writing, or editing part. Then we have to learn that and then try to understand. And thanks to you guys, Superstars, also, you were the mentoring at every stage whenever we had doubts. And that kind of put us in the continuity. And for us, apart from all the support which we got, we were also hit by COVID, the first COVID. This is where we were almost planning to launch after our January meet. We said we should do it in Feb 25th, which was my son's birthday. Then we said Feb 29th, which was a leap year. And then we said the March 28th, and then it went on. The dates went on changing. But then COVID came. And we were kind of bit surprised and also a bit confused now what will happen, because we had traveled 60% of the journey. We had interviewed all of them, almost everyone, and we couldn't disturb anybody because everybody was entrepreneur. They were going through their own process. They have to look after their industry, their business, their employees, people who had got sick. They had to make them insurance covers, hospitals, and everything. And we had to sit and think through what we should. And we started looking at the initial, again editing the all written story. Then it took us almost 2 months. We just had to pause while we were doing the rest of the thing. And in June, we started connecting. People also understood, yes, you guys have been waiting. Let's start. I think it's positive support with all the whole people, even the people who are involved. They were also passionate.
True.
Also, it was the first time for a couple of them. Probably there were some articles, small bits published, but not in the form of a book. For them also, it was a kind of a journey, and everybody pitched in. And that is the very interesting part. And I think we got very good support from some external sources, which we never thought about. Because these people helped us connect to larger people. Look at the video part of it. When it was not in our game of things, I think in this journey we tried everything. We did not let go anything, be it social media, being in all the platforms, and doing the website as well as video interviews, which is again icing on the cake for people who want to read and also understand the journey of the person face to face. They can go and check the video. So I think this is a great experience for a first time author. I think nothing like this we can.
Wow, wow. So, Arunji, when
Yeah.
you were writing your books,
Mhm.
rather this question is for both of you, when you were writing this book, and if you look back now your book is out in the market, now it is published, it has gone to all corners of the world. When you look back, do you see any difference in yourself that pre-book Arunji and Deepakji, post-book Arunji and Deepakji, do you feel any difference? Do you see any difference in that?
Yes, yes. And that difference is exactly, I will say, the difference between capability and results. Huh? I knew that I was capable. Deepakji knew that he was also capable. Huh? But both of us were looking forward to the result. And it's not only our feeling, it is also the feeling of others around us. Those who were asking, they knew that yes, these are capable set of aspiring authors, but once we became authors, it was all different. So it is about the journey. Although everything, yeah, it is planned. We also did it by design. This book authoring by design. But because of several factors, that sense of like, when are we going to achieve it, when are we going to have it ready, that was always there. And once the book was out, it gave us the confidence, yes, we have the capability of converting our capabilities into results. We can do it, we have done it. It is like the certification process. You know everything, but you wait for the exam results.
Correct.
So this is a fantastic feeling. And now, if you want, if you say that another book has to be authored, I am more confident, and I say that
Exactly.
yes, we can easily go through the path.
Now
So
I know
that's
how to do it.
yeah. Now I know how to do it.
Deepakji, did you evolve as a person during this journey? Did you learn anything new in this journey?
Yeah, there's lots of learning actually. The positioning of ourselves is changed. Like I was just trying to pull my wife, saying if you are branding somebody today, doctors are always as the dream of the society. But I said now the author is one step ahead of doctors. So it's kind of this funny fights we have at home. But to represent truly authors, if you are branding something, if you're talking about some brand or some personality, you have that more credibility now. And we are able to reach out to anybody. Thankfully, that is what we, power it has given with us. You talk to any school, they are willing to talk to us.
All
You
right.
talk to any personality, they are willing to connect with us, which was not happening earlier. So I was fortunate to connect with likes of ex-Tata chairman, Mr. Gurucharan Das and Ravi Venkatesh of Microsoft. And the book has traveled its own journey without we knowing it. It reached to the Union Finance Minister, Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman.
Wow.
So we did not even know. Somebody who liked the book, he went and presented as a gift to her and spoke to her. This book covers
Wow.
a lot more industries, it was more of IT, and we should also focus on other industries. This is the word he put. We gifted her the book. And you can't ask anything more than that. So I think it has definitely changed the concept.
Cool, cool. During your book writing journey, did you have any aha moment or some unforgettable moment, any good memory?
I think lots of them. The first memory itself, getting the first interview. Somebody accepting that, okay, a very credible person, accepting to do an interview with people who are just naive and started the journey. That itself is the aha moment, because the journey starts somewhere. It has to start with somebody, and then it started. I think that was one thing which I remember. The second thing, if I remember, is when I was talking to Mahendran sir, is a industry stalwart, and we kept our work to the extent to only to the interview and the book and his experience. Then he went on to look at the personal side of us after the interview completed. I think that built a lot of relationship between us. And the other person was Kunargu. So I will call him as Rajnikant of the industry. Every of his is worth to be shown and placed in every corner of your office. I think his notes are very, very inspirational.
Mhm.
I think there are lots of them. I think even Vikas, but the farmer, who the first time story in the new entrepreneur, from Maharashtra, the person who is growing the largest number of saplings, almost 9 crores in a year. So bringing that story into an agriculture uh, industry which is struggling, it is not actually struggling. So just to put it across, if farmers look at it in hindsight and if they do the right thing, I think there is a lot of moments which has come through. Maybe I'll leave some of them for Arun to share. But what happened with agriculture sector is it has taken to us to the next level, where we are now connecting the farmers to a plant doctor from Mysore who are
Mhm.
transition the agriculture and try to increase productivity by 3x or 4x in the same 1 acre of land. So which
Wow.
in India, which is the second largest agro producer, which is around 400 billion, China is 1400 billion. So we are still China 3.5 times away from us. So if we can reach out to the farmers and do 3x productivity, we'll almost be 1,000 crores, $1,000 billion
Wow.
possible. And this is something which is, I think, is one of the greater aha moments for us to take it and contribute to the country. So Arunji, you can speak others. So I will leave it to you. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, see, aha moment actually, like the connectivity that you are able to create, the relationship, that is really awesome, great. So when we started approaching people as aspiring authors, uh, we were surprised that even the stalwarts of the industry, they greeted us well. And Deepak, like mentioned, both Deepak and I would have that apprehension. How do I approach? But once we approached, everything was
Everyone
smooth.
had a different level of respect for you.
Yeah, exactly. That's the word that you say. Hmm. When we thought about the launch of our book, we approached several eminent people and
Right.
said, "Could you please be the chief guest? Could you please be the guest of honor?" And
Uh-huh.
yes, everyone agreed, and that was really a great feeling. Uh, the power, uh, the power that is power is the ability to
Power of
influence.
be- Power of being an author.
Yeah, so we understood the power of being an author. Uh, and it is not just the brute power but the power that comes with respect. Uh,
Exactly.
and it is really very good. Now in addition to the industry stalwarts and eminent personalities, we could see the difference even within our circle. uh, like someone who stays 2 houses away, but he is an eminent person within this society. He also said, "Oh, I have come to meet you. Can you please show me the book?"
Ah,
That itself was such a good feeling. And when your family members see, "Oh, you're getting so much respect," that is also really great. And I'll say that become an author, you will come across many and many and many more aha moments.
Exactly.
So just like Deepak said, that he has been able to connect with plant doctor in agriculture scientist. So like that, there are many people. So in fact, people from big industries, I have also been approached that will you please feature us in your next
Ah,
edition?
wow. So that was my next question, and you are already answering it. What after this book? What is the next plan? So you have already started answering this. Good one.
Okay. So I'll continue with that answer. See, of course, we realize that we have made a difference
Exactly.
by including the stories of all these eminent people. You see, they are here.
Right.
All the stories. Uh, Now we know that this has been powerful, and our network has expanded. Our personal network of this stories that we have included, and also everyone we have come in connect with during the journey.
Right.
Uh, and this has been very powerful. Now we intend to take it to the next step. We connect with more people, document their stories so that we are able to inspire even larger audiences.
True.
That is there. Now, the other part is that, as we mentioned, the power with respect has come to us. And it gives us that responsibility to do something good for people around us, for the society. And
Correct.
agriculture is one venture where we have started working, and Deepak has really worked hard.
Uh-huh.
He has connected with, we were already connected with farmer and agriculture scientists, but then he also brought in other eminent people in agriculture, including the plant doctor,
Wow.
influencing the society, spreading that message that yes, agriculture is the best form of entrepreneurship. Don't neglect.
Probably we are talking for generations that India is an agriculture-based country. The main source of our national income comes from agriculture. We are talking about it, but now it is the time, I think, that we take the agriculture technology to the new level. We take the agriculture export to the new level, and we become the world leader in agro products.
Yes, that's right. So, and I must appreciate the effort that Deepak has put. He has
Wow.
really brought together so many stakeholders and is very effectively able to promote that message. Don't neglect agriculture. It is important.
So,
So the,
shall I consider it as your next project?
Yeah,
that is one of the next project. One
One
of the
of the
next project.
that's fantastic. One of the next
So,
projects.
and when we say that, I mean, power with respect, now it is our responsibility as well to utilize that in the best way as much as possible.
Wow.
Yeah, Deepak, please add to this.
what next is one is that agriculture, I think it became very close to our hearts, the agro sector itself. After in the book itself, it got continuity. Once we had the story, then we brought in Arunji's friend, Dr. B.K. Mishra, who was an agriculture scientist. We try to bridge the gap. What are the challenges in agro sector? What are the farmers facing? Because when we understood that agriculture while we were writing, we could see the real gap and why it is not happening. It's just that, like the plant doctor says, we have done 5 webinars already on the agro space with plant doctor. So his message is in the agro field, our Indian farmers are missing three things. It is information gap, input gap, and investment gap. So if you address these three gaps, which are very basic things, the farming community will only grow. One of our objectives to the book was also reverse migration. Because of this, people in urban cities were just earning 300, 400 per day. Today, villages are offering the same kind of remuneration. People can go back to their agriculture. If the farming laws start bit past whatever stage it is, I think there is a lot of logistics which is going to happen. lot of work which is going to happen. Lot of people can become traders within the village and they can grow. And we have seen,
Right.
and like I said, the India has one of the biggest data points which we are able to share it between China and India. China is the number one producer, India is the second. The gap between the first and second is almost
Uh-huh.
$1,000. And that also adds on top of that, India has 50 to 20% more cultivable land than
Mhm.
in spite of China being geographically twice the size of India. The population is more or less same,
Huh.
but because of precision farming, they have been able to achieve lot more productivity. They are growing exotic fruits and vegetables where they are able to export. The moment we see that change happening, I think agriculture is the next IT in India, if people understand.
Oh.
And want to bring the startups back to the agro field where they can solve the problems of farmers, like microfinance, giving inputs, doing lending, probably drones, tractors, aggregating farming land, doing whatever they want to do.
So you have one fantastic project in hand, Deepak ji.
So national flood, that's not a small problem.
So my next question, sir, is anyone who is writing their book now, anyone who is in the middle of the writing journey, do you have any wisdom to share, any tips and techniques to share with them?
Yeah, see, and we are in a position to share that tips and techniques and provide that guidance because we have become authors. So
Exactly.
the first thing is that you should believe in yourself. You should believe that yes, you can do it. That's number one. Then you have to prepare a plan, like what is the outcome you want. So the outcome is a book. Then for whom is the book and what do you want to do with that book, and then start the writing journey. So there will be the content part. So content can be of different genres, like we interviewed people and wrote about them. Yet you could write a fiction, you could write a technical book, or you could write everything by yourself, a self-help book, whatever it is. Be clear on that. Uh, and when you are writing, it is okay to take support from other people. We in fact needed so much support. So Dr. Parvat ji, thank you very much for the support that you gave throughout.
Thank you.
And we are very thankful to Superfast authors for that support. Now, small things. See, there are many doubts that people have. For example, although we intuitively know we wanted more clarification, like what is a title, what is a subtitle, and what is a tagline. And when you, Dr. Deepak, when you explained that, it became so much clear. We could have figured that out, but the process became faster,
Correct.
and it gives us confidence. So always have your support system ready so that you can write smoothly. Now,
Always
writing,
we always say that have a right mentor with you who will walk the path with you and show you where you should be going.
yes, and that mentor is important and necessary for everyone.
Exactly.
Uh, Even if you are a superhero, you still need a mentor, because your focus is on doing something. So someone else is actually looking at everywhere on your behalf, and that pulls away a lot of pressure from you.
And when you are fighting your battle, someone is there to watch your back.
Yeah, yeah, that's important.
So that system should be also strong.
Uh,
I think in
so
it, what has happened is people who were blogging, people who were writing on posts, they have approached me, they wanted me to mentor them. So we have been precise. But I think they see that kind of mentorship and that kind of personality that we can write. And whatever I had conversations, I think they were at peace after listening to us, after our feedback. I think that's a sense of a lot of accountability and responsibility we also share. I'll just finish one one question which is just incomplete. What next after this?
Huh.
So, are also counseling students, which is very important project along with the agriculture. We are reaching out to management colleges, medical colleges, and MBA colleges because given the situation in that what COVID has given us, it is the right time for entrepreneurs. And the seeds of entrepreneurship are in the schools and colleges who are passing out. And we are doing speaking events, mentoring them, talking to them, and inspiring them to take entrepreneurship as a career. And we are there to handhold them. And since we have all these 14 stories, they can be our their mentors, and some of them can be investors as well. So we are building an ecosystem, build with our ecosystem. Whoever is ready, they can talk to us. And we are there. To do so a lot of things which are running. I think that this is given as a great platform.
Wow. Very nice. Very nice. So Arunji and Deepakji, one last question and we will stop here. The last question is, how was your experience working with Superfast Authors?
It was very good, I would say.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So what I say is that the journey, it is always good to have people supporting you in the journey. So we had got several questions and several ideas, but having 100 ideas is, you still have to narrow down to one so that you can put it in the book. And that is where the guidance, mentorship was important. There are also many technical aspects of writing the book, and each and every author need not go to discover all those technical aspects. So have someone to guide you, and so overall the journey has been very good. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I think without Superfast Authors, I don't think we would have been able to finish what we have done. I think that every step, wherever there was lack of clarity, I think even the publishing itself, the timeline when you told us not to go live, publish it, I think that was a very important input for us personally. I and Arun knew what happened after.
Mm.
Amount of effort we put after that was tremendous, and today whatever we are doing, I think that's the best thing which you, because of your intervention on that day. You
My
know that
job. It was my job, sir. But yes, I'm very happy I could help. I'm very happy.
Mm.
And see, one thing about we coined a new word in the right? Arun, if you can just talk about, I think the other aspect.
Yeah. Very important thing. We actually coined a new term which is in this book, and I will read it for you.
Please, please.
Acknowledging women entrepreneurs, shepreneurs. We acknowledge and appreciate the direct and indirect contribution of women entrepreneurs, which is priceless, and we refer to them as shepreneurs. So this is a term that has been coined as a part of journey of this book.
So that's a new gift from your side to the corporate world. A new word with a huge and deep meaning in it.
Yes, that's right.
We have another model which we built in the whole book. It is called PhD model.
Sorry?
We have a model called PhD model.
Uh-huh.
You can just show the model. It's also available on our website.
Right.
This model says passion, hunger, and discipline.
Uh-huh.
Entrepreneur needs to have these three things to become a greater entrepreneur. And it's all available on our website and the book. People can just go through it. Every intersection we have explained what happens, and that is the journey of in just one step. If you want to say what is entrepreneurship, PhD.
Wow.
Yeah, the PhD model is relevant whether you want to become an entrepreneur or you want to author a book. It is equally relevant.
So it is relevant in all fields of your life.
Yes.
Wow. So Deepakji, Arunji, here we come to the last part of our interview, where I am formally saying thank you to you for joining today, for taking time out from your busy schedule, for talking to us, for inspiring us, and obviously sharing your thoughts, your future plans, and your experience. So thank you very much for joining today. I highly appreciate it. And from the bottom of my heart, I give my best wishes to you for all your future endeavors. We would love to be part of your next journey. So please accept best wishes from my side. And thank you again for joining today.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Without your support, it wouldn't have happened also. The next one is also probably coming soon. We just have to start the journey. So once we start, I think in January, we should probably see. That's the plan.
Right, sir. So thank you. All the best. Best wishes from my side. God bless you all.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Take care. Bye.